think the CIA paid to do another Wardenclyffe. Have you heard that theory?
I have not.
The New Yorker has its own generator. It's the biggest building.
Oh, yeah.
So they think that because Hitler was taking over the CIA, which was a different entity back then, and was actually fighting for a good cause, they think that they were like, hey, let's build your Wardenclyffe Tower 10 times bigger, and it makes sense they would do that. And that this was the state of the art epic hotel. It's like Trump Tower, you know what I mean? Except for it has its own power plant underneath, which wasn't necessary. But yeah, there's a Tesla file on the History Channel about this. If so, he actually didn't die penniless and alone, and he fulfilled his dream. We'll never know. I'd like to think so, though.
That he didn't.
I didn't mean to get off subject.
I feel like it's pretty on subject. I mean, if it's close by.
Yeah, it is, right? Right there.
Yeah, like literally goes in the middle of it. So.
Yeah, and they found giant. There's aquifers underneath it, and there's at Wardenclyffe, and there's giant granite things. He drilled giant copper things into granite. They did ground penetrating radar.
I guess I'm looking at the wrong spot. I don't know. I was looking up Wardenclyffe Tower.
Yeah, see, it's just on the east side of Long Island, where if you go, or the west side of it, you need to go to the east side of the island to get back to the glyphs. See, it's right there, same spot, I believe. Or is it that?
It's pretty close. This is.
Oh, sorry, it's one up. My bad.
So if this is the tower, then what we were looking at earlier is down here. So it's about 100 miles away.
Gotcha.
Is there anything in Long Island that's similar?
Yeah, right. The next question we both think of at the same time.
Doesn't look like this isn't. I'm not seeing any of the glyphs really, though.
But still the same canals.
Zoom in a little bit more, see if we can get a closer look. Yeah, these are mossy canals, too. They're looking pretty green. Let's take a trip through time real quick.
No. Oh, we got a full pentagon and triangle in there? Like, what? Just connected by the canals. And then, what are those big rectangles in the forest, like, or the swamp area? Up to the left a bit.
Right here, yeah.
Right there. Yeah, what are those?
Let's go to the future.
These.
Looks like they actually have roads to get out here, maybe. Or no, they just kind of disappear into the woods, so who knows?
But maybe there used to be roads, right?
That's what makes it even more strange, right? Like,
yeah.
I wonder if the Historical Society of New York City or maybe Long Island has their own, would know anything about these, or if there's any records about what these are.
Best chance would be in that national wildlife or bird place or whatever the heck it was on the Jersey side there.
Yeah. The Smithsonian has those records. Sorry.
Oh, right. The Vatican as well.
Another resource might be Dustin from Berserker Bear. He does a lot of work on New York. So you might have some information
Yeah.
about this stuff. All right, look, we can get back to New Jersey. It doesn't look like it's exactly the same, but they still at least have the canals and the man-made looking land bar or sandbar with. It looks like they have a road on it now.
Right, like
Technically, I could travel there fairly easily. Does it look like something?
Oh boy.
Do you have to have a boat to get to them? Maybe.
yeah, you probably want a boat or a God, the freaking little hover thingy.
Yeah, airboat maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, airboat, Zodiac probably, but that you'd want the Zodiac and a drone to be able to launch up and down from, or I guess start from the sandbar droning.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys
I have
want to
racing
check
drones
out?
too, which don't apply to the the things where they won't let you fly. Mine will take off anywhere.
Nice, you got a crack drone.
Yeah, it's a racer. It doesn't hover at all. I can hover it though, but they'll still shoot it down in 2 seconds if I were to go near that pyramid complex in the Grand Canyon. That's for sure.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And they wouldn't even need it. They could just do it electrically.
Exactly. Those places have the EW protection and countermeasures. Like what happened to Rex's drone? And
I think with the DJI,
team up with it.
Yeah, the DJI might not let you take off near that wildlife preserve.
Yeah, probably now it doesn't. In the upgraded ones, I guarantee you, now it won't let you.
Makes me think there was when I was in the Outer Banks, there was a wildlife preserve with a kind of sandbar type thing like this as well. I wonder if there's something there. But did you guys want to check out the Siberia video now, or is there anything else you want to look at? Here?
Might as well. That was a hell of an exploration on this topic for today, and I do want to check out the Siberian one because I see that Jim has found this exact same site that another channel I saw that did a video on it like 6 or 7 years ago that I recently just stumbled upon, and it's the exact same spot in Siberia, although I think Jim actually goes into many more sites, not just that. So let's get her done, and thank you for reminding me that I need to post the link in Twitter to play it without the ads. Because despite the fact that you tried to invite me into your family with the family plan, Shem, Google would not allow it because we're in different countries.
Same continent. They won't allow it. All right, well, I'm gonna grab some coffee real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, good call, and we'll play this video here, and then be back with more live Jim Dillinger's Siberia Mudflood Tartaria. And this is the real Tartaria. This is Tartarian Truth, aka research in Siberia, the areas of the maps that were labeled Tartaria with Shem, Tartarian Truth.
He was upside
Bernie,
down.
before I forget, we should talk about Mel's
Hold
Hole.
on.
Say that again.
There's a place called Mel, MEL''S, Mel's Hole. Have you heard of that? It's a hole on his property. I think it's in Oregon, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yes,
and it just
we'll have to
40 miles down or something. Couldn't find the end of it still. Yeah.
There's a few of those. They're a whole other, not a rabbit hole, but maybe an alien hole or an Earth hole. But
exactly.
Let's go down the Siberian Jim.
Hey there, everybody. Now let's get back to making some important videos. I'm going to cook a pie this evening, or maybe tomorrow evening. I might film that and put it up for you, but this is more important. We're going to get back to mudflood Tartaria. I have found the most damning evidence of the mudflood in Siberia, Tartaria. which you'll see a little bit further on in the video. So just hang loose until we get to this. Okay, this is the map of Monday that we're looking at. 1451, apparently. It's upside down. There's the Mediterranean Sea. There's Italy sticking up upside down. Greece upside down. Lakes upside down. The rest of the world is upside down. It probably was upside down back then. Anyway, hold on. So now when we do go over to take a little look at Italy, you can see how sparsely populated it is according to this map. Bologna, one shed. Roma, one shed. Napoli, one shed. So all these Italians had one shed out the back. That's probably the Pope's private toilet. Anyway. Now here, as we start to move a little bit further east, you can see Russia Bianca. But you can see the difference in the architecture. As Rome just had one shed out the back, up here in Tartaria, northern Siberia, you have a huge array of magnificent cities. And this is not the only map that they all appear on. As you go back through the colored maps that have come up in the past 8-10 years, Tartarian maps, you can see that there were many cities up this part of the world. We'll just go a little bit further. So look at some of these cities again. As we go up the coast here to the Sea of Tartaria, as it was known. Magnificent cities.
Shout out
magnificent
Tartaria.
structures. I mean, they littered the entire coastline, right across Alaska and right across the north of Canada. And they ain't there now, but they left something in their place. So this is the area that we're looking at now. Forgive me for the quality. I don't really have a whole lot of tech, but we're right up here in that same area, Central Siberian Plateau and the Lena River. And we're going to get into the Lena River Delta, where it's all happening. Yeah. So this is what it looks like from the sky. This is what it looks like from Google. And you have many tributaries going through this. Look at all these pot marks. We'll get around to those in a minute, right? But we're still in the same area here. And this is what it looks like close up. They call these things thermokarst lakes. And there's a big load of lies that go along with them, yeah? That they're millions of years old and that the permafrost causes them and it freezes and it thaws. And you know all the lies yourselves. A little bit of a closer up look and it looks like this. And these are all lakes. They're depth of 2 to 4 meters, some of them 2 to 4 feet. Yeah, 2 meters, 6 feet, up to 20 feet. And you know what these are? These are craters from a boom and a boom, 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 knock your city down, blast your city all over the place. We're going to get there. Hold on. And as you get up a bit closer, it looks like this. I have a theory on what these devices were made from that caused all this damage. I might get through to that at the end, okay? And as you get a little further back, up into Google, up higher, this is what we're looking at. Now, this looks like one of the most organized cities I have ever seen, ever. Right? North, south, east, west. And again, blown to smithereens. Anyway, let's continue. Now, what happened next is that a group of people have gone up there and done a high resolution and seismic ground penetrating radar on the area. And what you're about to see is gonna blow the whole thing wide open. Mudflood no one will be able to deny mudflood after this in Tartaria. So bear with me as I go along here. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of info on where all this came from, but there is some names of who did this here as we go along. Hold on. So this is some of their report. Now, I'm not going to go through this with you, but you can, if you want, freeze this and read it. It just talks about the lakes and how the delta is. Oh, here we go. Thus, the Lena Delta is characterized by several unique features that are either poorly understood or unexplained. Right, let's get round to explaining them. So this is who we're talking about, who did this thing. High-resolution seismic and ground-penetrating radar profiling of a thermal karst lake in the western Lena Delta, northern Siberia. Mr. some G.J. Schwamborn, J.K. Dix, blah, blah, not Rothschild, Alfred Wegener, Institute of Polar and Marine Science, Potsdam, Germany, School of Ocean and Earth Science, Southampton Oceanography Centre, Southampton, UK. Maybe one of you, maybe Campbell, maybe Martin, or maybe even Philip Drusenin, who's up there in Russia, could look into this and bring this a bit further, because I ain't no good at researching. I ain't got a laptop. I never seen a computer up close in my life before. There's me and my mobile phone. And here's a little bit more that I found on this. Again, if you want, it's not going to be easy to read because it's not a really good picture. If you want, freeze it and read it. And this is a little bit more that's got to do with it. Part of their survey. Don't understand what it means. And now here we are. Here is the result of the seismic ground penetrating radar. Okay. What have they got? We got a freaking 12-story block of flats underground going all the way along, right underneath those thermal karst lakes. The bloody thing's been mud flooded and it's been covered over. I got some, it gets a little bit better. The picture gets better. So just bear with me here now, okay? This is the freakiest stuff. Now, this is a little bit enlarged. Again, not great quality, a little bit enlarged. You can get it up a little bit closer. Oh, man. No, that's not an apartment block, okay? That is an absolutely natural occurring thing that you find under the earth up in Siberia. Yeah. A foul language alert, actually, is what I should let out. Now, messing about with the color a bit, darkening a little bit, you can see it very clearly. And it goes around. Now, I'm just moving from picture to picture here because there is a better resolution coming up. Now, this is this image again here, a bit highlighted. You got a doorway, and you got, I would say, 8 or 10 or 12 floors. Whoops. In this apartment block. Again, this is it up a little bit closer. Not great footage. Hold on a sec. So yeah, it looks to me like some of these, well, I mean, what the hell? Dmitry. Yes, Vladimir. Could I borrow a cup of sugar from you, please? Of course, Vladimir. Remember 2 days ago I gave you a jug of milk? Yes, I'll have that for you tomorrow. Yeah? Dmitry? Yes, Vladimir? What's that big freaking shiny thing coming towards us? Boom!